Dashboard variables can be used to filter the content of your dashboard panels. Variables are used across all default dashboards. You can see them here in the device overview. Selecting a group filters my device list, and selecting a device updates the panel content. Statseeker applies 3 default variables to every custom dashboard that you create. Create a new dashboard, save the dashboard, and we can see the default group, device, and top-end variables have been added. Statseeker's default panel templates are already configured to employ these variables. Group, device, and top-end. But when adding your own panels, you need to apply the variables in the panel configuration. Here we're looking at interface traffic. Under Groups, we can see that the list offers all of the variables present on the dashboard. Select the group variable and you can filter the panel by groups. You can filter with the device variable in the Filters section, and you can use the top end to limit the number of rows returned from the query. You can also create your own variables. From Dashboard Settings, Variables. We have the existing variables which you can edit or remove, and the option to add another. The name is what is used by other dashboard elements when referencing the variable. In panel configurations, you'll see this prefixed with a $sign. So if you call it My Variable, you'll reference it with $My Variable. The label is the name which is displayed on the dashboard, and you can hide the label or the variable itself. Hiding a variable is typically used when the variable type is text box. With a text box, you get an editable field, just like the default top-end variable. When you edit the value, the content is passed through to the panels as soon as the field loses focus. But if you set a default value and hide the variable, then you're effectively creating a constant which can be passed through to any panel query. With Custom, you define a comma-separated list of values, and these will be offered as a drop-down list. And the last option, Query, covers everything else. The content of the variable is the output of a query. We have refresh rates, the data object the query will be targeting, back-end value that is passed through to the panels, and then this will typically just be left as the ID, the label presented in the variable list, filters, sorting, selection options, and a preview of the current values as displayed in the variable. I already have a group and device variable, so let's create an interface variable like the one we see in the Interface Overview dashboard. Set the object to Interface, filter by the existing device variable, sort, and multi-select, and an all option, and save. Here we have a panel looking at interfaces, in and outbound utilization on the left axis, total bytes on the right. In the Filters section, we're currently filtering to a single device. I'll add in the new interface selector. I don't really need the device filter anymore, and I can now filter my panel by interface. You can also alter the order that these variables are displayed in the dashboard. Back in Dashboard Settings, Variables, set the display order, and return to the dashboard. The group variable populates the device list, and the device variable populates my new interface list. And that's a quick look at dashboard variables.